It's almost dizzying, isn't it, how fast AI is moving?
It really is.
Just when you think you've got a handle on things, boom, something new drops. Changes the whole game.
Yep.
Today, we're jumping right into Anthropic's latest. Their new large language models, Claude Opus 4 and Claude Sonnet 4.
And this feels big, not just, a minor tweak.
Definitely feels like a significant step what these AI systems can actually do.
Absolutely. I mean, we're talking models that have gone beyond just understanding and generating text or even code. That's becoming, well, almost standard now.
Right.
What's really striking here is the sophistication and the very deliberate design. Two distinct models.
Okay, let's unpack this for everyone listening. So LLMs, large language models, they're the brains behind a lot of the AI tools we're seeing. Think of them like super fast learners. They process tons of text, code, data, then they can answer questions, write stuff, even help with really complex things like coding.
Exactly.
So our goal today, our mission for this deep dive, is to get past the hype, understand what really makes Claude Opus 4 and Sonnet 4 different, their capabilities, and why you, if you're tracking AI, should care.
And it's interesting, like you said, they didn't just release one supermodel.
No, it's strategic. Two models for different needs.
Precisely. It's a targeted approach. You've got Claude Opus 4, that's positioned as the real powerhouse, the brain for the advanced stuff.
A heavy hitter.
Your go-to for the really intricate challenges.
Yeah.
The strategic thinker, you could say.
Okay. And then Claude Sonnet 4, Anthropic is calling that the efficient high performer.
That's right. It's about getting impressive results, but maybe without needing that absolute max power all the time.
So balancing performance and efficiency.
Exactly. Finding that sweet spot. Strong performance, but nimble, fast, and importantly, cost-effective for lots of everyday uses.
Okay, let's dive into Opus 4 first then, the powerhouse. The reports are really emphasizing its edge in tasks needing deep, sustained thinking. We're not just talking faster answers here, right? What's the real difference?
No, not at all. Anthropic is really stressing its ability to engage in extended reasoning.
Extended reasoning.
Yeah, basically to thoroughly process and analyze complex problems over time. They're claiming it beats their older models, sure, but also competitors on these really intricate tasks.
So it can really grapple with things that need more thought.
Exactly. Challenges that require a more nuanced, maybe a longer thought process.
And coding seems to be a huge focus for Opus 4. They're saying it's the best coding model in the world. That's quite a claim.
It is bold, but they're pointing to evidence, resulting key industry benchmarks.
Like what?
Well, SWE Bench, for example.
Yeah.
That tests solving real software engineering problems. You know, the kind of bugs, feature requests developers see daily.
Okay, practical stuff.
And Terminal Bench, too. That's about coding in a command line environment. So yeah, it's not just abstract theory. It reflects actual development challenges.
Right. So for the developers listening, what does this actually mean for their day-to-day work? It's more than just better code suggestions, I assume.
Oh, much more. We're potentially looking at AI handling really significant chunks of the development lifecycle.
Like?
Imagine AI doing project-level code refactoring.
Wow. Those big, complex code cleanups.
Exactly. The ones that are super time-consuming, easy to mess up. Opus 4 seems capable of managing full-stack architecture, too.
Meaning it understands the whole application, front-end, back-end, database.
Potentially, yes. Understanding and maybe even modifying all those layers. And maybe the biggest thing, it's positioned to help design and manage complex agentic systems.
Okay, autonomous AI agents, that still sounds a bit sci-fi. Break that down practically.
Right, so essentially it's about creating AI that can take a high-level goal.
Like build me a customer support chatbot.
Sort of, yeah. And then it figures out the steps needed independently with minimal human handholding. Opus 4 can break down those big goals into actionable steps.
Okay.
Anthropic gives examples like agents doing deep research, planning a whole software project implementation.
Manning it out.
Yeah, and then actually writing big parts of the code and then iterating on it, improving it based on feedback or tests.
So you could tell it, develop a system to auto-categorize support emails. And it might. Research best practices, design it, code it, test it, refine it.
That's the potential level of involvement, yes.
That's a different lead.
It is, and it ties back to that extended thinking idea.
Right, the deeper processing.
It's not just reacting instantly. It's that more thoughtful, step-by-step problem solving, which also makes it better for advanced research, pulling complex info together, or generating really detailed, nuanced content.
Okay, so Opus 4, the brainiac for the tough stuff. Let's switch gears to Claude Sonnet 4, the efficient high performer, giving you power without maybe the full resource drain all the time.
Exactly. It's engineered for a big upgrade over the previous Sonnet 3.7 in coding and reasoning, keeping that focus on speed and cost.
Bang for your buck, sort of?
Kinda, yeah.
Ah.
A significant punch without needing heavyweight energy.
So this sounds like the go-to for more routine stuff, high-volume things, what businesses might plug into their daily operations.
That's exactly the target. Think near real-time AI assistants. They need quick, reliable answers, but you can't have them costing a fortune per query.
Makes sense. Or automating business workflows.
Yes, those repetitive tasks where speed and consistency are key. Sonnet 4 is designed for that.
And can it also play a role within those bigger AI systems, the ones maybe Opus 4 is running, like a specialized team member?
Absolutely. Its efficiency and accuracy make it a great sub-agent.
So sub-agent.
With the larger multi-agent setups, it can handle specific defined tasks, like focus code reviews, or fetching info quickly from a big database, or maybe developing one specific feature in a larger project.
Got it. So if Opus 4 is the project lead on something complex, Sonnet 4 could be handling the more standardized but still important pieces, like code cleanup, fixing common bugs efficiently.
Perfectly put. It's positioned for those rapid development tasks. Quick turnarounds needed, code reviews, bug fixes, implementing features with fast feedback, even managing CI/CD pipelines.
The automated build and deployment stuff?
Yeah, managing that, or triaging errors when they pop up.
Yeah.
Quick, reliable action.
Okay. Now, Anthropic is also talking about some revolutionary features that both models share. First one, hybrid reasoning and extended thinking. That sounds pretty fundamental.
It really does. This is a big deal. Essentially, the models have two modes.
Two modes?
Yeah. For simple requests, quick answers needed. They can give those near-instant responses we expect.
Okay, the standard mode.
But for more complex tasks, they can shift into this deliberate, extended thinking process.
So they can consciously choose to slow down and think when needed.
That's a good way to put it. In this mode, the AI analyzes the request, plans its response more strategically before generating it.
And that leads to
better results, more accurate, more reliable, especially for those complex agentic tasks we talked about. It reduces the chance of logical mistakes or, getting stuck in loops.
Interesting. It looks like a human taking a breath, thinking it through before jumping in.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's moving beyond just reactive AI to something that can strategize.
Yeah.
Anthropic says this significantly cuts down errors in complex tasks. Fewer AI hallucinations, hopefully, in critical spots.
Fascinating. It's not just speed, it's directed speed. Okay, next big feature. Unprecedented coding capabilities. With something called Claude Code, an autonomous development co-pilot. That sounds like way more than code suggestions.
Oh yeah, way beyond. Anthropic is positioning Claude Code as a major leap past current code completion tools.
How so?
It's designed to operate with, well, a fair bit of autonomy in certain workflows.
Autonomy, like
acting automatically on pull requests, requests to merge code changes.
it can review and act on them.
Potentially. Analyze and respond to errors in your CI/CD pipeline. Even handle complex code refactoring across a whole project with less direct human guidance.
Wow. Imagine offloading routine PR reviews or fixing CI/CD breaks to an AI that actually understands the code.
That's the goal Claude Code is aiming for.
Could free up a lot of developer time.
Yeah.
And it integrates with existing tools.
Yes, there's an SDK, software development kit. Developers can build their own agents using Claude Code.
Okay.
And plug them into tools like GitHub, VS Code, JetBrains, so the AI can participate right within their normal workflow.
Very practical. Another feature, advanced and parallel tool use. What does that unlock?
This really boosts their ability to handle real-world problems. The Claude models can now use multiple external tools like web search at the same time.
Multiple tools simultaneously.
Yes. And importantly, they can switch dynamically between their own reasoning and using these tools.
Ah, okay.
This extended thinking with integrated tools makes them much better at complex tasks needing real-time info or specific actions out in the world.
So instead of just one web search, it could maybe do several searches, use another tool to analyze the results, then draft a report based on that, all in one go.
That's the kind of orchestration it enables. Much more sophisticated, much more integrated.
They also mention improved working memory using local files. How does that help?
Right. Giving them access to local files lets them hold on to information across longer interactions.
Maintain context.
Exactly. They can extract key details, store them, remember things in long conversations, build up what Anthropic calls tacit knowledge about a project or topic.
Tacit knowledge, like intuition.
Sort of.
Yeah.
But the example they gave was Opus 4 taking notes while playing a game to improve its strategy. It shows it can learn and remember within a session.
That's a great visual, learning as it goes. And for developers, some new API features too.
Yeah, a few key ones. A code execution function lets developers embed Claude's code running ability directly into their apps.
Okay.
There's an MCP connector for better connectivity with other systems, a files API to make it easier to feed data to the models.
Easier data handling.
And maybe the most immediately useful for efficiency, prompt caching.
Caching. Storing things.
Yeah, developers can store frequently used prompts for up to an hour. Avoids reprocessing the same thing over and over. Saves time, saves resources, saves cost.
That sounds very developer-focused, making it practical for real-world use. Okay, with all this power, security and alignment, ASL3, becomes super important. What's involved there?
Critical point. Anthropic talks about level 3 of AI safety protection.
Yeah.
It's multi-layered.
How so?
Rigorous internal testing, obviously, but also external things like bug bounty programs getting outsiders to find flaws.
Smart.
And dedicated rapid response teams to jump on any issues quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Importantly, they've quantified an improvement.
Oh.
They state a 65% reduction in the models taking unwanted shortcuts or getting stuck in infinite loops during those agentic tasks compared to the last generation.
65% less likely to go off the rails.
Essentially, yeah. That kind of measurable improvement is vital for building trust as these systems get more autonomous.
Absolutely. So how do people actually get their hands on these? Developers, regular users? What's the rollout?
For developers, both Opus 4 and Sonnet 4 are available via the Anthropic API, so you can build directly with them.
Okay, the API route.
And significantly, they're also on major cloud platforms. Amazon Bedrock, Google Cloud's Vertex AI. That makes enterprise adoption much easier.
Right, plugs into existing cloud setups. What about individuals? Can we just try them out?
Yes. Claude Sonnet 4, the efficient one, is available to everyone, even free users,
Oh, nice.
through the Claude.ai website and the mobile apps iOS and Android.
And Opus 4, the powerhouse.
That one, given its higher compute needs, is for users on their paid plans, Pro, Max, Team, or Enterprise subscriptions.
Makes sense. And we're even seeing bits of this tech integrated elsewhere already, like Claude Code and GitHub Copilot.
Exactly. That's a perfect example. The underlying tech is already being woven into tools developers use every day, enhancing them, sometimes without you even needing to interact with the Claude API directly.
Okay, let's take a step back. The big picture. What are the wider implications of Claude 4.0? This feels like it could ripple out quite far.
The implications are, yeah, they're profound. The better reasoning, the coding skills, it points towards automating much more complex tasks.
Stuff that really needed humans before.
Needed significant human expertise, yeah. We're also likely to see more sophisticated AI agents emerging, tackling real-world problems with more independence, more effectiveness.
And how we work with AI. Could this change the human-AI collaboration dynamic?
I think so. Claude 4.0 is definitely being framed as a real collaborator, not just a tool you command.
A partner.
Potentially. This kind of partnership could seriously speed up projects, free up human talent for the more strategic, creative work only humans can do.
And for businesses.
The efficiency of Sonnet 4, plus things like prompt caching. That could mean real cost savings and efficiency gains for companies adopting AI strategically.
So it's not just doing the same AI things slightly better. It feels like a doorway to a new level of what AI can actually achieve.
I think that's fair. Claude 4.0 feels like a fundamental step up in AI's ability to reason, to code, to collaborate. It's paving the way for a new generation of intelligent apps, intelligent solutions, stuff we're probably only just starting to imagine.
Okay, let's try and wrap up this deep dive on Anthropic's Claude Opus 4 and Sonnet 4. Key takeaways seem to be Opus 4's raw power for complex reasoning and coding.
The heavy hitter.
Balanced by Sonnet 4's efficiency and high performance for more everyday tasks.
The nimble workhorse.
And underneath both, these really interesting features. Extended thinking, the Claude Code eponymous abilities.
Yeah, those are the game changers.
Yeah.
The potential impact is huge, especially, software development. These could become indispensable partners. And just broader AI automation, the reasoning, the tool use, opens up so many new possibilities.
Right. So on that note, thinking about these models, reasoning deeply, coding autonomously, what tasks that seemed impossible before might now be on the table? And what new questions does this raise for you about where this human-machine collaboration is actually heading? Definitely something to chew on.